What do you do when it all falls apart? Hey, I am Chuck the Bureaucrat, and you've heard me say that if you're going to be traveling Space A, you should be using the PACE planning method. Primary, alternate, contingency, and today we're going to talk about your emergency plan. This is the one that your command is really worried about. What if you can't get a return flight? Well, your command is probably going to want proof that you have the funds available to pay for a commercial return flight, and it's a good idea to have some sort of plan to do that. But there's some other things to consider. First, as the clock ticks down on your leave, do you really have to get back, or could you just extend your leave a little further? Do you have spare leave? It's probably a good idea to have some just in case. Second, what does your command have scheduled? Planning Space A so that you return right before the beginning of a major training exercises, that's not a good idea. Same thing goes for planning to return right when they pick up your household goods in a PCS. Instead, you really want to be in a position where it doesn't matter if you come back a week later than you planned. Honestly, I usually take my Space A travel when I'm between jobs specifically for this reason. And then, if your timing is getting really tight, you might consider alternate passenger terminals for a return flight. And this is where your alternate plan comes in really useful. Remember, you need to sign up for your return flight as soon as you can, typically the day your leave begins. Now, there is one thing that people usually overlook when they're thinking about flying back commercially. What airport are you going to use? I have never seen a command ask this question, but it's a really practical one to consider. See, not every AMC passenger terminal is located close to an international commercial airport, so you might have to arrange ground transportation just to get there. And then the places you can fly from that commercial airport, well, they might be limited. I mean, you might have to fly into LaGuardia or O'Hare or Dulles, and that might be nowhere near where you started your trip from. Plus, it may take you a day or two just to get that flight. So you see why it might not be a bad idea to give some consideration to the details of your emergency plan, and why buying a commercial ticket might not be your best bet. Now, go watch this video to see all the ways that you can benefit from your Space A experience.